Every morning the world starts quietly, one soft light at a time. Homes flicker awake, shops open. People take those first small steps into a brand new day. And in all of that ordinary movement, there's something kind of extraordinary. A moment worth noticing, a spark you feel before you even name it. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it's small, but kindness shows up right on time. And every morning we choose to show up with you so we can look for that spark together.
Good morning. I'm Matt Roof, the Uncommon Kindness Guy, and this is Kindness Rising. Let's rise together.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone, and good day to my people. Welcome to Kindness Rising. I'm Matt Roof, and I come here every weekday morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, to get you up with a little hope, a little humanity, a little bit of humor along the way, and hopefully some positivity to start your day. This is Kindness Rising on the Mornings in the Lab Network. And let me ask you a question. How many notifications we already cleared out this morning? Email, news alerts, calendar reminders, social feeds and messages, all the posts, the trending topics, breaking everything. At this point, everything feels urgent on this thing because I need to care deeply about everything. This productivity hack, this marketing hot take, a global crisis, someone ice bathing in the morning, 3 different opinions about AI, whatever else is going on out there, all before I even have a sip of my coffee. Because we're not just managing time anymore. Of course, we're managing our attention. And our attention is no longer passive. I'm going to give attention to this heater. Keep forgetting to turn on. I can't wait until I don't have to turn on the heater in the morning to get the studio warmed up. Nidhi, good morning. I am so glad you are here. Keith Billis, good morning. Mornings in the lab. Everyone up and Adam this morning. Where are you, Sully? I know you're out there. Roseanne, Holroyd, whoever else is out there, come on in and welcome. Nidhi, I am so glad. 2 days ago, you made it. That is awesome. That is awesome. Welcome. I hope getting up bright and early, 4:30 a.m. out there on the West Coast to get up has been helpful for you. I'm sure it's been a change and a challenge. I understand that. That's really cool. Thanks for fulfilling the commitment that you said you do to show up here. That's awesome. So awesome. Thank you. Yep, and our attention, of course, is being competed for. We hear about the attention economy all over the world. Your attention is actually your life. It's what you pay attention to becomes what you think about and how it's shaping what you believe, and then that influences what you do, and what you do creates the direction of your life. That's the as a man thinketh mentality. James Allen. Go back to some of our past episodes if you'd like. We talk about James Allen all the time, a core key thinker that has informed my life, informed the show as much as anything else. And I learned it from my father. My father, who shared that book with us, and something he really leaned on at times. So I'm carrying forth that idea, those ideas that as you think, that shapes what you believe, and what you believe shapes what you do, and what you do is who you become. Absolutely. All right. Well, welcome in, everybody. I see there's a number of you out there. I see the numbers up there, but you're not saying hello in the comments, and that is what we want from you. We need you. Get involved. Get involved right here at Kindness Rising, at the Mornings in the Lab Network. We are building some amazing things across the network, new platforms, new tools that our shows are going to be using as we create this format, the morning show format at the Mornings in the Lab Network, and if it's something you're interested in, bringing your own unique style to the world through amazing tools. We have podcast hosts who are interested in what we're doing. They're saying it's so much more efficient than anything they've ever done. If that's your jam and what's important to you is efficiency, we've got creators and coaches and consultants saying, wow, this is a way for me to really stand out. We've got creative types saying, finally, I don't have to just stand in front of a camera and speak and interview people. This is giving me the format. We've got people who've got great ideas but don't know how to put it together into the words, saying thank you for your support. Your support in making the words easier for me, and I never run out of words because of what you've done at Mornings in the Lab. So check out the Mornings in the Lab Network, and thanks for joining me here at Kindness Rising. Just really, really cool stuff along the way. All right, that's the commercial, but here's the real deal. The challenge for today, of course, is not lack of information. It is this music for me right now. Too loud. And fade. All right, we're talking about the challenge in this world today. It's certainly not lack of information. I think it's excess interruption. Systems designed to capture our attention. Click, click, click. Not necessarily to support our clarity, to say, okay, this is what we have to do. This is how we're doing it, right? Systems like what Nidhi is building over there, and a system to help us keep our commitments, just like she's doing here. But we're looking for, I'm sorry, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for systems that help us. These systems that capture our attention, they're just there to encourage engagement, clicking, reacting, scrolling, hanging out, watching, stopping and watching. And I get it. I get the irony that I'm out here on platforms that seek the attention, or that give you the opportunity for the attention, excuse me. But the media that's on the platforms and what you choose to consume, that's the difference. Are you choosing clickbait and engagement bait, or are you choosing, if you're going to consume media, to consume something that has a little bit of a positive message and growth and opportunity in your life, right? That's what we're trying to do here, trying to get people up and at them for 30 minutes to rise, getting all that other noise out of your head. Just focus on what you're doing in your life to move yourself forward. And if it's not that, if it's just enough to stay quiet consumption, I guess we'll call it, right? You're still consuming, you're still talking, you're still listening to me, which I appreciate so much. Hopefully it's thought-provoking though, and it's quiet. It's quiet time. It's not engaging your conflict centers and your rage, right? That's what we're doing right here on Kindness Rising. That's what the system wants. The system wants you to be engaged, reacting, scrolling. Sophia Rivera, welcome in. What are we doing today? We're doing the same thing we do every weekday morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, trying to take over the world. Now, I had to say it. Anybody who knows Pinky and the Brain, I can't do the accent. Same thing we do every day, Pinky. Try to take over the world. No, we are here 7:30 a.m. Eastern every weekday to get up, get going a little bit in our day together as a community. Sophia Rivera, welcome in. Subscribe to the channel. Jace, welcome also to the channel. Kindness Rising is here for you in the morning or whatever time of day it is where you are, for a little 30-minute reprieve from the insanity, from the triggers of concern and outrage and comparison and all those interactions that shape our larger environment and make us crazy, right? And that's why our attention deserves protection, intentional protection, thinking about uh, of what's influencing us out there. What are our assumptions, right? That's the noise that's out there that we want to filter out versus the signal, what really draws us in, that strengthens our understanding and builds our confidence and creates direction. And not only that, Holroyd, good morning, Sully. Yes, I knew you guys would jump in here, say hello. We're talking about noise versus signal, noise that fragments our thinking or creates urgency and distraction versus signal. That's what's building our confidence. Again, it's giving us direction and giving us an opportunity to create direction by putting our signal out there, right? We definitely don't need more input. It's coming from everywhere, and you can certainly find it. But what we might focus on a little bit is clarity about which inputs matter, and clarity about what signals we want to project out there to the world. Thank you, everyone, for joining here on Kindness Rising this morning. Say hello again in the chat. Tell us what you're up to. What signals are you sending out there to the world other than just showing up here, which is a huge signal. That's my signal. That's actually my signal. My signal to the world, my signal that I will be here, that I am here, and that I am leading the way, and I'll create space for people, that I will multiply kindness and unlock growth for good people doing good work. That's my mission, and I show up by showing up here every single workday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, and that's the signal I'm sending. Consistency, steadiness, regardless of what's going on in the world around me personally, the world around us. I bring a moment together. Absolutely, and talk about things that influence our lives, that have been part of what makes us who we are. Right? Try to bring some awareness. Again, the 6 strings of Kindness Rising, where we talk about kindness, action, balance, self-awareness, growth, and of course curiosity, my favorite. Asking questions, leaning into things, thinking about things critically, and engaging in dialogue about it. What are you thinking about today? What questions do you have about the way the world works and what's going on? I'd love to have a conversation with you this morning. So, yeah, have anybody seen the documentary? Well, we talked about Manosphere, I think, last week, but this week, The Social Dilemma. It was a few years ago now. The Social Dilemma. If you haven't had a chance to see that documentary, it's worth a watch. I think it's worth a watch because it really exposes how intentional the systems are that keep us engaged. Not that they're evil, not that they're conspiratorial. Although we recently found out, I guess, that some of it was not entirely on the up and up, and there was a price to pay for that, for some of these social platforms. But it's designed this way. It's designed to keep us engaged, and that engagement has value, financial value, to the platforms that are out there, for sure. But we can translate that value from the financial value to the personal value between us. What we do and how we engage and use the platform for our purposes, right? Absolutely. I was thinking about this actually as it regards to other movies. I like to bring in our Gen X movies and our trivia and things. But the way things change, the way things that can change our perspective. Now, I was young when this movie came out, but my understanding is that it really changed the way people think about a summertime activity, right? before this movie came out, people didn't really think about what was under the water as much. People swam in the ocean without thinking much about what might be beneath the surface. But when Jaws dropped 51 years ago, that awareness changed perception. It changed how people think about this. Oh crap, what could be under there, right? Because sometimes awareness doesn't change reality, it just changes how we interpret what we experience. Understanding that attention is being competed for, that helps us to interact with the media more thoughtfully. When I look at this and I go, okay, is this helping me? Is this helping me in some way? I hope what I'm doing here is helping folks. But when we look at the media, hey, trust me, I am super guilty of the doom scroll. And because I have so many interests, I love everything and I'm curious about things. So of course, that ability for every 10 seconds to see something new lights up those dopamine responses and excitement for me, because I love interesting new things. But I also recognize the importance of the steadiness and how that leads to a more balanced, calm life and creates opportunity. So it's just all about awareness to create the choice to be intentional and choose the direction, whether you're going to consume or whether you're going to create. We are going to consume, we are going to create. I made a conscious decision to create more about a year ago. And it changed the way I think about it. I just look at my phone and I go, okay, I'm just consuming all the time. I gotta go create something, put something out there in the world. Absolutely. All right. We had some fun with this little jam. We'll bring it down and we'll change gears. Because I don't want the entire morning to go away without our spotlight. And I actually have 3 things that I've picked out to spotlight today. I am going to fly through them probably. I was playing our spotlight anthem. I should have been doing it that entire time. But guess what? I wasn't. So we'll go with a different one we haven't listened to in a while. This one I call Sunrise Mover. Try to find a decent volume of course. All right. Sunrise Mover on Kindness Rising, and we're going to be talking about our kindness spotlight today. People and organizations that are encouraging more intentional thinking about what we consume and how we choose to pay attention. And one example of this absolutely is Common Sense Media. Common Sense Media, where are they? There they are. I was checking them out. So yeah, this is maybe a little controversial organization over here, Common Sense Media, but they provide research tools and guidance designed to help families, educators, and individuals better understand how media technology may influence learning and well-being. Absolutely. And of course, there are people who are saying, oh, you can't, don't censor me, you can't tell me, and it could be used for, there are people who say this could be used for, steering people towards certain political ideologies or whatever the case may be. But to me, it just makes sense. More information that we can, that are working on awareness of what we are consuming and having discussions around that, I think the better off we'll be as a society. Absolutely. I think there are many who probably feel the same way. Absolutely. So I want to ask this question: how intentionally are we? Are we about what's shaping what's our thinking? Technology itself isn't inherently harmful or helpful. It's how we use it. It's the impact that it has. It's how we choose spend our time and what we intentionally consume that will lead us to clearer thinking or more fog and distraction. Sully, good morning. Not only doom scrolling is a drain of time, but causes tech neck, which is a treatable and reversible. All right. Thanks for showing up, Sully, and always having insights and different perspectives on things. Yeah, Tech Neck. I think we are watching people's. That's probably true. What was it the other day? I was sitting in the lobby literally there's magazines all around, there's art on the wall, there's all kinds of things. Every single person had their nose in front. Sometimes it's just so obvious. All right. Let's get a little rocking. Didn't realize how in this environment, hearing it in this environment sounds a lot different when I'm trying to talk over it versus just creating it. It is rocking. All right. Thanks again for joining here at Kindness Rising. I am so glad you've chosen to spend your time with us here on the Mornings in the Lab Network. I have a couple more individuals. Let's see. I'm going to skip. I gotta cut some time here. Maybe we'll bring that one back next week or tomorrow. Let's go with. Oh, do you know this person? Do you guys know Seth Godin? I mean, he's pretty big. One of the guys that I kind of follow. One of the people that I follow in the world. I think he's yeah. I know he is. What did I do? Let's see. Remove that. This is fun. I'm going to talk about Seth Godin and his ideas, and there's this little video clip that I wanted to show. It was an Instagram clip. Yeah. And it's Seth Godin, and he is talking to a familiar face to all of us, Mel Robbins. I think you guys can see that. The question is, can you hear it? You got spirit. I don't know. I'm gonna play it and hope that it works for you guys.
2 words. Ready?
Yes.
Pick yourself. The dominant system does not want you to pick yourself. The dominant system wants you to wait to be invited to go on a reality show, to be invited to apply for a job. They want you to go to the placement office and wait for the company to come interview you. The idea that someone else will pick you and authorize you. They will call you up and they say, Mel, we know you have a novel in you. Would you please write the novel and we will publish it?
Right.
And I'm speaking from experience here. I've talked to thousands of people in this very situation who have a book inside of them. And my advice to them is it's simple. Make it into a PDF, email it to 20 people, ask them to share it with others for free. If it spreads, your phone will ring and now you can get hired to write another one. If it doesn't spread, write something better. The end. And almost no one does this because it's really awkward to say, yeah, I picked myself. I wrote this. Here, I made this. And those 4 words, here, I made this, are so challenging, right? That it's easier to buy a cookbook and follow the recipe than to invent something you're going to serve to people you care about. And so, if we can find a life where we can identify the things that are important to us, truly important to us, and then pick ourselves, not to do the work to win a prize or get a medal, but because we have agency, because we could. The word for that is freedom. It is the responsibility of showing up to make a thing and offering it to the world. That's where dignity lies. And everyone I've ever met wants more dignity in their life.
I think that's pretty telling. Basically saying, create something, put it out there. Seth Godin says, and that becomes your signal. It becomes your signal, not just the noise. It draws people in, not with urgency, not with outrage, not with manipulation. That's what his stuff is all about. 2 words that will change your life. Pick yourself. I love that. I love that idea. I think there's sometimes we all maybe get into that a little bit like, I'm so great. Why aren't people coming to me? Right? We all think about, I've got this great idea, um, whatever it might be. But until we put it out there for the world, there's no way to know. Does it resonate? Does it not? Absolutely. And being selective, I love that. Send it to 20 people. If it goes, it goes. If it goes, it goes. Because that's sending out the signal that respects attention and helps people understand something or move something forward. Right? The signal is noise, but it's noise that brings clarity. That's what breaks through. The signal breaks through the noise. It's noise that becomes clarity in that very noisy world. Absolutely. Well, welcome. I am glad everybody is here. Thanks for sticking around here on Kindness Rising as I uh, ramble on, ramble on about signal and noise because I think it is so important. It is so important for the world as we start thinking about how we're going to spend our days with intention, how we're going to move forward with clarity. The noise isn't going away. It just gets louder and louder and more frequently, and there's more ways for it to reach us, more channels all over the place. So how are we going to break through? I think one way to break through all the stuff coming at you is to put something out there yourself. I realize that compounds the problem. If we're all putting out things that are positive, that are beneficial, would build and inundate the world with this, maybe it balances, find some balance in the world against some of the noise that isn't the healthiest noise in the world. And being intentional about it, being intentional, showing up from 7:30 a.m. till 8 a.m. and then maybe turning off the scroll or maybe jumping over to Mornings in Lab with Keith, John, and Friends for another half hour, whatever it might be, and then getting your day going and getting the noise out of the way. But I appreciate you absolutely. Yeah, Mel Robbins podcast. Yep. Thanks, Sully. I appreciate it. I know you're probably taking a breather and a warm up before you get on over to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and Friends as we get into another loop in the week. It's Tuesday, so I think you're going to see Brianna Bass over there tomorrow or today, and then Wednesday tomorrow is Cheryl Raphael Whitaker's morning. And we had a meeting yesterday, another meeting with a group that's going to be joining us here. They're going to be starting. It's going to take a while to bring it up as they transition from their previous format or their current format into our format, this format, Mornings in the Lab Network. We are building a format with a studio and all the support that you need to go live and to have your signal break through all of the noise. Well, my signal's been glowing for about a half an hour now, and I've apparently haven't run out of content, but I've run out of time. So I'll have stuff ready for tomorrow. But 3 simple ideas I do want you to carry with you today. Every day we try to give you something to actually walk away with. Thanks for sticking around for it. Remember that attention is a resource. Treat it like something valuable because it is, right? Curate your inputs intentionally. Choose voices that help you think, not just react. And finally, create before consuming. Even small acts of creation help anchor your thinking. A little writing, do a little speaking, reflecting, building. Creation directs your attention, and consumption diffuses your attention. So in order to keep your signal strong and to strengthen your clarity, create, because signal strengthens clarity, noise only fragments it. That's today's show. I appreciate you coming in today. Remember that attention does not need to be perfect, it just needs to be intentional. A few thoughtful inputs can influence your entire day, and a few thoughtful days can influence your entire life. So let's choose signals this week. Show up here 7:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'll be here for sure. And until then, stay uncommon and stay kind.
What if your mornings could be inspiring and ridiculously fun?
Kindness Rising isn't just a show, it's a full wake-up vibe.
It's freaking fun, people.
Yeah, man, it's got real get-after-it energy.
I love it.
Wake up with Kindness Rising.
I help purpose-driven people grow their impact. 5-ingredient recipe to help you build your personal brand. Get out there and take kind action.
If it's live, they'll feel it.
On Kindness Rising, we bring you proven strategies and fresh ideas you can actually use. If you're not failing, you're not trying.
Exactly. Fail fast, rebound faster.
You'll see the bloopers and the genuine connections that make kindness contagious. We sometimes get into a little bit of trouble.
Pretty much my life made the list.
You can trust what you see right here is honest, respectful, and uplifting. Social impact organizations, and we always talk about them. Try kindness. It's way cheaper than therapy. You just made my day.